This is your NBC Action News Station. It's 10 a.m. Time for your everyday getaway. Kansas City Live. Now, here are Meredith Haynes and Brett Anthony.
And where is Darren today? Yesterday he was flinging bottles, slinging liquor. Not really, he was just playing with the bottle. Hey, are you in the somewhere where there's a lot of oil or something?
Water?
Yeah, this morning it's National Water Month. No. The 4 water towers, if you've ever driven down K10, are a site that you've seen many, many, many times, but it is on the actual site of the water towers that is one of the most incredible and interesting training facilities in the Kansas City metro area. Where am I? I will reveal that to you in the moments to come.
But first, Darren dealing with water today. Is he sinking or swimming or just drinking?
Or near it. Hey, Darren.
Hey guys, it's just off of K10 that I am this morning on the site of the 4 water towers. We are at a training facility that is unlike any other that you've probably been to before, and me. It is Vom Kaiserhof Training Center, and these are the guys that train dogs like that one right over there. The kind of dogs that will seek out bombs, say abroad in places like Iraq or Iran, or maybe on the home front, or the kind of dogs that would protect children like him from home invaders or somebody who's threatening your family. It all happens on this site, and as gentle, as docile as that dog is right now, you're going to see a 180-degree change in about 3 minutes. Stay with us. We are live in DeSoto, Kansas this morning.
Chances are you've seen K9 dogs at work, most likely at the airport or with police.
But what goes into training those animals to keep families safe? How do they do that? It's a question that Darren Mark is going to try to answer today.
Hey guys, we are in DeSoto, Kansas this morning at Vom Kaiserhof Training Center. That is Julie, and Julie was with her dog Falco, and Falco was trained at the hands of this man, Tom Brennerman, who has been operating Vom Kaiserhof now for 30 years. And what we're about to see is not only incredible, but also kind of scary. And I can't wait to see it because I just saw it once a minute ago, and I'm excited to see it again. Tell me what we're about to see.
Well, this is a client that's in training with their family home protection dog, and they go through 14 weeks of training. And we're running today is we're running training scenarios where we have actual bad guys that come out and exhibit themselves as a threat to the owner and her property, and she will ask them to leave, and of course they're not going to leave.
Right.
And so we'll see the response of the dog and how they're trained.
And I want you to kind of give me an idea of how you make the dog do this, but first, let's get going with the training exercise.
Sure. We'll have a bad guy come out, and he will be, this is simulated to be on the her property, and he's an undesirable person that refuses to obey her commands, and you can see the dog shows and protects the handler very well.
Look at that.
And that segment is something that we do without equipment and stuff, so the dog always sees someone that is way they would be on the street with just regular street clothes. Then we have a gentleman that here is also going to come out. He has the protective gear on. He will come out again threatening her on her property, refuse to obey the commands, and then she will actually send the dog to make a bite here.
Whoa!
You can see they're very powerful.
Unbelievable.
Very, very powerful.
But the dogs are also highly obedient, and just like that, as she calls the dog off, he's gone.
That's correct. And then she downs the dog here. And then in this sequence, we're going to have the gentleman move back away. And this time she's going to stop the dog, like if a person that would give up and say, hey, I don't want no part of this game. And so she will send the dog to actually bite, and she will tell the dog to stop.
Amazing.
And once the dog stops, then we stimulate the dog in this training for doing correctly by actually letting him then go down and bite the bad guy again.
All right, so let's talk about how these dogs are trained to do this. They're much like natural-born athletes in the sense that Michael Jordan is, and Terrell Owens, and so on and so forth.
That's correct.
They're born with the ability.
That's absolutely correct.
And you select that, so that's part of your skill, but then you have to harness that.
Yes, and we train them, when they first come here from Germany, we start training them with little puppy tugs and puppy sleeves, where we show them how to make a grip on there and how to bite and how to to grip somebody with a full mouth and to stop that person from whatever crime they might be committing.
And then they also have scent instincts that allow them to know when someone is emitting that fight or flight scent. And that's natural genetically in the dogs, but you also teach them to harness that. Unbelievable. That's not all that Tom does here. He also trains the dogs to seek out bombs and mold and termites. And when we return, we're going to showcase how that happens.
All right, thanks, Darren. We're a little worried about Darren's safety and the camera safety.